These days I'm getting the intuition of doing certain videos, and I feel highly incapable of doing those videos. See, there are certain topics which you feel very very casual and normal to talk about, but then the intuition, the guided intuition, and the message that I'm supposed to give, sometimes I feel I am not capable of giving that message. So what happens is something shifts in my life. That thing which I was supposed to say or supposed to give comes to me as a life experience. When I've lived it, because obviously when you live it, breathe it, you apply it, only then you can talk about it. Only when I have done it and I have seen the repercussions of not doing it, I know the difference, I can communicate it, then I get to do the video. So, this is what I call is being intuitively guided in your life. But that intuitive guidance is not the same every day. You have to tune into it. As a spiritual practitioner, as an upasak, or energy worker, whatever you are, you have to tune into that energy. If you're not tuning into that energy, and if you're doing a certain thing, the you will not be your real self, or you will not be in the self that is required to give out a certain high vibrational message to the world, right? So I am very particular about this, okay? And Devi aligns the life experiences in a way so that I can differentiate, okay, this is the right thing to do, this is not the right thing to do. And then I get to do my videos. Otherwise there'll always be roadblocks. Either I am not in that mood of doing, or my life circumstances are such that I am not able to do the video. So today I want to talk about, so 4 days I was intuitively led. So it was 4 continuous days of being high vibrational. I was able to retain and able to, there were little ups and downs here and there, but then I was able to tune into the message throughout the day, and all for those 3-4 days. And a lot of things happened. The outcome of it was really great. When I say the outcome of it, there are little things like, I'm very passionate about the work that I do, right? But what happens is, when you put a lot of passion into the things that you're doing, you also attach a negative emotion to it. And this has always happened in my career. I have done phenomenally well, but I'm presuming that I would have done even better if I had not attached that negative emotion to different things. So one is that you lead your life with fear, or do you lead your life with faith? Leading your life with faith, I think you would have heard it in so many places, but I'll tell you, if you are in the path of your transformation, and if you are a spiritual practitioner, your best thing will be living it. A lot of people talk about a lot of things, we barely know about their journeys, right? But then when you live through a certain thing, the conviction with which you can speak, it shines differently, right? So those 4 days, and what I experienced in those 4 days, I keep experiencing it now and then, but not in a continuous stretch. So those 4 days I was intuitively guided, and when I say intuitively guided, I had the intuition that this is what I am supposed to post at this particular time. I am supposed to post. I didn't argue with it. I didn't argue with that thought. There were many of those thoughts which I felt, my logical mind felt that this is not the right thing to do, but I went ahead with my intuition. And when I went ahead with my intuition, I did the work, I closed that chapter, I moved on to doing different things. So my ability to do more things increased. When we use our mind a lot, and when we are not guided by our intuition, what happens is, to everything we attach a lot of thoughts. I should do this, I should do that. And this whole world, I've been a management consultant for 15 years. I know all of these things, doing the analytics, what is working out, what is not working out, right? You're constantly re-strategizing again and again and again, in spite of being a strategist. And that is when your switch is always on. Is it right? Is it not right? Should have done it like this? The outcome would have been better. Yes, you put so much of your time and energy into your mind. However, intuitively led is very different. Being intuitively led is, this is what I'm supposed to do, and you put your trust into it. If I do it in this way, it is going to work out. That trust is important. It is just not important to be intuitively led. You have to have the trust also that this is going to work out. And that trust is not a fake trust that you have to you're reasserting yourself. It is sort of a very like a blind love kind of a thing, right? It will work out. And the moment you do it, how much you feel about it, you do it, and then you switch yourself off. You go about doing something else in your life. In a way, that is sort of a detached way of doing things. When we have a very detached way of doing things, our exhaustion reduces, our negativity reduces. We are not constantly thinking about the outcome, so the outcome also becomes better. So trust me, those 4 days when I was intuitively guided, my views increased like anything on YouTube. There was no strategy altogether. I didn't know. I just did what I have to do in the flow. Otherwise, I would be thinking, oh, this hashtag is working, that hashtag is working or not. Should I put this SEO? Nothing. I had the intuition that this message needs to go out. I recorded that video. I put it out. I didn't even, I wanted to do my mind wanted to do a lot of things like, create chapters so that it is, easier. But I didn't do it. I just did what I was intuitively guided. And a lot of people, that message went out to a lot of people. So sometimes in life, it is not always about work, hard work. It is not also about smart work. It is about that very strong knowing that it's gonna work. It's not easy. Trust me. We all struggle with this. Because obviously the negativities come in, or any kind of an insecurity come in. I think the beauty of intuition led thing is you have an intuition, you act on it, and that's about it. You don't second guess it. The moment you second guess something, you're already giving out a vibration of doubt to it. You have to act on your intuition. Like something as simple as, I'll give you another very simple example from day-to-day life. Okay, this is something that I should not give to my son because I feel that this is, rotten or something. You've decided that the intuition came in, act on it. Don't keep second guessing, should I give, shouldn't I give? It's a waste of energy. Those 4 days, I was able to conserve my energy. I was able to do more, right? Sometimes what happens is our energy needs to put into the right practice. It is not that we don't have the energy to do things. It is just that we are not conserving our energy in the right way to put it in the right direction. And a big part of conserving that energy is also how you engage in your life. That's also a very big learning that I have. When I say engage in your life, it means how do you engage with people who have differences of opinion with you, right? How much of interaction is required? Or for that matter, if interaction is not required, do I have a karmic tendency to go again and again and again into something? That applies to, people, process, people, your ways of doing things, your habits, everything. You have to know how much of it needs to happen. So you do it in a very detached manner. I'm not saying that every day I am in this state. But the days I am in this state, I am able to use my energy effectively. I am very intuitively guided. I feel very blessed. I have a lot of faith. I am leading my life with faith, right? The moment the fear sets in, it's like a you give out a bad energy out. So I'm not saying that it will not come in, it will keep coming in, but have daily practices of the mind, body, and soul. All three is very important. Your body through your exercise, your mind through your thinking, your creative work, etc., and for your soul, doing all of these chanting and meditation and elevating your energy. So all three are very important. I'm not saying that the logical bend of mind is not important. The logical bend of mind is very important. So if I have an intuitive guidance that this is the kind of creative that I need to do, while I'm making that creative, of course my logical brain is working. And that time it is working to give out or deliver how much I'm supposed to deliver, not overdoing things. 4 days I did, and then somehow my energy came down and I got into the 3D aspects of things and I suffered. So I could see the wrong things that I was doing. Wrong things were repeatedly engaging and doing things which creates fear, insecurity, doubt, hatred, sadness for yourself. Why do things? See, in a world where so many people, have doubts about us, or they don't like us, assuming nobody has that much time, but assuming that so many people don't like us, why will I not like myself? Isn't that a question that we should be asking ourselves every day? Your first love is with yourself. The moment you start doing it, the moment you start seeing your good things, your capabilities, the moment you start अपना नज़रिया बदल जाता है जब आपको आप दिखने लगते हो ना। जब आप अपने आप की रिस्पेक्ट करने लगते हो तो दुनिया आपकी रिस्पेक्ट करती है। जब आप अपने आप को सोचते हो नहीं, ये तुझे ज़्यादा करना चाहिए था इस चीज़ में, यू शुड हैव डन मोर, यहाँ पे तूने गलत किया है, यहाँ पे सही नहीं किया है, ऑलवेज क्रिटिसाइजिंग, ऑलवेज बीइंग इन दैट स्टेट ऑफ ओवर वर्किंग, राइट? कि इस सोसाइटी में एक वैलिडेशन के लिए मेरे को हमेशा खटना है। जब तक मैं खटूंगी नहीं, जब तक मैं लोगों को चीज़ें करके नहीं दूंगी, तब तक कोई मेरा वर्थ नहीं समझेगा। इस सोच से आपको बाहर निकलना है, बिकॉज जब आप इस सोच से बाहर निकलते हो ना, तब आप 2 times 3 times मोर कर पाते हो, पर इन द राइट डायरेक्शन, नॉट लाइक haphazardly मूविंग लाइक अ हेडलेस चिकन, राइट? So I had this intuition to do this video. I hope I've been able to do justice to this video. How to be intuitively led is, you do your practices of chanting, meditation, connecting to the higher realm, getting that energy and getting that wisdom, and then trying to keep it with you throughout the day. So you would have seen in some of my past videos that I keep saying, you have to keep saying yourself, the universe fiercely loves and protects me. You have to keep putting that out in the universe so that the universe feels that इसको मेरे पे भरोसा है, इसको है भरोसा, इसको मैं वो intuitive, see, universe, Devi, it's the same. For me, I use universe and Devi interchangeably. Right? Because Devi gives you that wisdom, and this universe, everything collapses to Devi. That is my understanding. Okay? So I hope this video helped, and I hope you live an intuitive life, a balanced life, detached yet with a good heart. Right? Detachment is not really हमें कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है, आपने किया उसको उस इमोशन के साथ, जब आपको करना था, करने के बाद आप उस चीज़ को से आगे बढ़िए, सोचते मत रहिए, ठीक है? दैट इज़ वॉट डिटैचमेंट इज़. Detachment in the common sense is like, say for example, you're taking care of someone, anyone in your family, they have some kind of a challenge they are facing. आप उनकी मदद करिए पूरी शिद्दत के साथ, आप उनकी हेल्प करिए, उनको गाइड करिए, पर जब आप उस चीज़ से निकल गए हो, उनके बारे में वो सोचना छोड़ दीजिए, क्योंकि जब आप उनके बारे में वो सोच रहे हो ना, वो एक नेगेटिव इमोशन है. That is the sense of detachment, and that will help you do more for people, give more to the world, right? I hope you like the video. Put in your comments. I really want to know, right? What are you going through? Are you living the things that you talk about, or the things that you're learning through various podcasts or through various channels or through the various realizations that you're having? Are you putting it into practice? Because the ultimate goal is transformation of our own very own lives, right? Bye. Take care.